Hello and welcome to another episode of VT Outdoors. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions video on my new Shimano Curado I. This is the latest in the Curado series from Shimano. Really nice reel. Retails at $180. It's got the X-Ship, which I really like, because if you ever opened up this side of a reel, you can see that the pinion gear is just sitting on this little tiny white plastic thing, and it just flops around. So whenever you take the spool out, since the spool acts like an axle for it, it just kind of flops around. And that's why if you ever opened up any other bait caster and took the spool out, it feels not very smooth at all. This one, it's supported on a bearing, so it still feels the same even when there's not this spool on it acting like an axle. I'll give you an example. Here's my Shimano Curado 200E7. I really like this reel, but it just makes sense that X-Ship just makes sense. As you can hear, this reel is very smooth, but without the pressure on that pinion gear, it's just kind of bobbling around and grinding gears, which doesn't really matter because when are you ever going to be fishing with the spool out? But it does matter when it's just smoothness, because a lot of times when your reel is grinding or your reel's not smooth anymore, that's what it is. It's the main gear and that pinion gear grinding. Shimano advertises more power. Not so sure about that, because I've caught 35-inch pike on these, and I haven't had any issue with power. This reel is very powerful. Like that. I think that's more gear ratio, but increased smoothness, definitely. You can feel it. This reel is actually smoother than that reel was out of the box. I really like this reel. It has the metal star drag, which is an upgrade from the old Curado G, which had the plastic one, and so does my Chronarch E, which this is a $200 reel. I don't understand why they don't have the metal star drag. Doesn't really matter to me, but it's just nice to have. This reel looks really nice. It's got that nice kind of shiny silvery gray and that nice silver right there in it. It's just a nice looking reel. Really like it. It's got the bent handles. This is actually the first time I've ever seen Shimano do the bent handle thing. And it kind of makes sense because this reel is super compact, and it just adds to the compacted factor of this reel. It has the Power Grip 2s, which same as the Chronarch. My favorite grips, definitely. I've used other grips, but these ones, it's just the perfect amount of stickiness in the rubber and just the right cut. It really feels nice. It has the SVS Infinity braking system, which is a change from the old VBS. As you can see, it's only 4 pins. There's this dial right here to help adjust it. And what the dial does is there's a little brass cone that moves up and down as you adjust the dial. And when these pins, as you can see, they kind of flipped out there. When they move out, they hit that, they hit the cone, and that's what provides your braking power. You got to keep them oiled up because there's high revolutions there. But overall, really smooth reel. I can't wait to fish it. I got another couple months before the ice goes out. The ice is getting thicker and thicker every minute, so definitely no time soon, but really excited about this reel. It's, like I said, super small. It's not very lightweight for the size, but that's because of the aluminum frame, which I would rather have the aluminum frame. I said it in my Chronarch review. The solidity of an aluminum frame is just unmatched. Like I said, I fished big musky bucktails and jerkbaits on this reel. I've had no problem with flexing. Max from VT Outdoors, he has the Canaan, and that reel is still smooth. Shimano reels are very smooth, like right out of the box. But it's just that has a flex. You can notice it flex if you're fighting a fish. You can feel it in your hand. It just doesn't have that solid feel that the aluminum frame has. That's why I really like this. It has, Shimano advertises a more balanced spool, but honestly, a spool has to be balanced, or else it wouldn't, you would feel, your reel would be vibrating like crazy on the cast. So I think that's just a little bit of marketing hype. But overall, I really like this reel. If you're in the market for a new reel around the $180 range, definitely give this a shot because I'm very impressed with this. Super smooth. I will be doing an more in-depth review on it when the ice goes out and after I've had a chance to fish it for a while. I like waiting a while and really getting a feel for the reel or rod or whatever I'm doing a review on before I review it. Anyway, really like this reel so far. It's a Shimano. Shimanos are good. I'm not worried about any quality issues, even though it is made in Malaysia. I know Shimano has tight specs on their in their factories on this reel, especially because this is the highest dollar reel that they're going to make in that factory. You got to step it up to the Chronarch to get made in Japan. Still, this is not a bad reel. I love this reel, and I think I'm definitely going to like this reel too. $180 mark, definitely check out the Curado I. If you're going to go for something more expensive, in my opinion, I still like my Chronarch. It's super smooth, just has a solid feel. But I'll be doing a comparison video after I get to fish them for a little bit. They're actually almost the same size. It's just this one kind of cuts in right here, and it's kind of weird because these are the same size, like that. It's just this one feels so much smaller. I don't know if that's. I think it's just the way the frame is. Anyway, I really like this reel so far. Definitely pick one up if you're looking to pick one up. Get back to you guys with more videos. This has been Leo from VT Outdoors. See you later.